Cecilia Peterson. As you may or may not know, I'm a senior dance major within the Ohio State University's Department of Dance. I had the wonderful opportunity to study dance abroad during my junior year in the fall of 2008. I studied for a semester at the Queensland University of Technology in Brisbane, Australia. Before I went to Australia, I knew that I wanted my distinction project to somehow involve my experience dancing in Australia. Fortunately, I had another opportunity that following summer to travel to Australia, and that's when my distinction project started becoming a reality. I began my research with the initial idea of discovering the similarities and differences between two university dance programs located on opposite sides of the world. One difference from QUT's program to Ohio State's program is the size. QUT's program has about 8 faculty members and about 45 undergraduate dance majors, while OSU's dance program consists of about 18 faculty members plus staff and around 100 undergraduate dance majors. Another difference is that OSU's program is 4 years, yet QUT's is a 3-year program. This difference is because QUT's program, along with many other undergraduate degrees throughout Australia, do not require general education courses like OSU's program and many universities in America. QUT students are required to take elective classes, which may be taken outside of the dance program, but they do not have to take GC classes that fulfill courses such as science or history. I discovered that even though there were obvious physical differences such as size and location, and even slighter differences in course structure, there were underlying themes that made these two university dance programs more similar than I had imagined. I realized that the how and why we study dance at a university level transcends cultural and geographical boundaries and places dance at the core of a university education, which continually raises the question, what is the value of dance in a university setting? How valued is dance as an area of study at the university level across cultures? It is with these questions in mind that I began my research on the value of dance as an academic discipline. When I was in Australia last summer, from June through September, I videotaped interviews with faculty members and undergraduate Bachelor of Fine Arts dance majors. I did similar interviews with dance majors and faculty members at Ohio State's program. I had a set of predetermined questions for students and for the faculty. I could really say, though, that my research began my freshman year dancing at Ohio State, because that is when I chose to make dance my college education and experience. I was already advocating the value of dance education at a higher level. I've had classes pertaining to dance history, dance and technology, dance pedagogy, composition, improvisation, partnering, practical modern and ballet technique classes, Pilates, yoga, and dance dynamics. During my study abroad in Australia, I also participated in practical contemporary and ballet technique classes, as well as a dance theory class about various venues and types of dance present in Australia today. In addition to the theory and practice of dance, I have had experience with the rehearsal and performance process in both universities. This is a very important aspect of dance since it is a performing art form. Many of the people I've interviewed have attested this as being a crucial part of their dance education as well as for the art form. By having dance in a university setting, it provides opportunities for cross-educational experiences. Dance students can work with music students, film, art, theater, or any other discipline. There's encouragement for collaborations for projects and performances that will develop skills necessary in almost any field of work and study today. OSU lecturer Megan Durham comments that dance at a university gives that chance for the student to draw an association between the dance class that they're having and the physics lab that they have later in the afternoon, or the invited lecturer, or the movie. She loves that there's a frenzied activity, and it's cultivating knowing, understanding, knowing self, knowing others, relating. Dance is not only a physical practice for the body, but also an involvement of both the mind and body to work and learn simultaneously. A person's whole self is involved in the learning process. Unlike Cartesian thought, where there is a mind and body split, dance is a non-Cartesian thought, where the mind and body are unified as one. Dance students must not only take in information with their mind, but also with their body. By actually being involved in the doing of dance, students are more capable of understanding and integrating material work and concepts with their learning. Dance engages people intellectually, emotionally, and socially through authentic physical movement, known as experiential learning. QT third-year dance major Cherise Say comments on what classes benefit her most, mainly our contemporary and technique-thematic classes. It helps build a strong foundation, but I think our performance subject, where we actually work with a different choreographer, is awesome, to get that whole new feel, whole new style. Practical classes like modern and ballet technique, partnering, contact improvisation, rehearsals, and in performance involve the experience of moving. OSU professor Victoria Ures explains how modern dance is at the core of a dancer's education, with its emphasis on qualities of movement, intentionality, full spirit, emotion, physical engagement, and creativity. There's nothing else quite like it as one of the foundations. Dance is also an experience with relationships, teacher to student, student to student, student to musician, and ultimately student to audience. And now you'll see footage about experiential learning.
It's an education that's largely or wholly missing in our educational system, which is learning, experiential learning. It's like moving, making something happen with your own body in space and time is a necessary balance to the onus of the educational system, which is on sitting down, non-bodily experiences, where the mind and the word are privileged over body and movement. So that education of the body and expression is a huge responsibility for us to do that, and a great opportunity.
And walks, pose they turn, and walks inside the park. 2 pose turns, finishing hand back. 2, 4 poses, 2, 3, 4. Shout second half parade, 4, on the Donna, second turn. That's nice. We'll have that finishing Donna second on 2. And the richness of the personal experience inside of it. This incredible sort of electric aliveness of experience inside of what seems like, or what could be misinterpreted as something that's just put on your body. It's actually really about that inner world.
For me, I believe performance is highly applicable to my future. It's exactly what I want to be doing, like the rehearsal process, communicating with people, the actual performance, learning about backstage, learning about how you can help the temporary while performing, all of that sort of stuff. So I think that's, for me, that's probably the most
Dance is another lens in which to understand our culture and society. It is a way to connect to our world. Dance is a way of knowing our world, similar to how other students at a university may know their world through a study of history or philosophy. According to OSU professor Susan Hadley, the majority of undergraduate majors are not career preparatory majors. They're about lifelong learning, and they're about a broader literacy, a broader understanding of the world. Every society has some form of dance that is authentic to that particular culture. It is vital to have dance at universities in order to sustain, develop, and spread the knowledge of dance throughout a society. Dance major from OSU, Sarah Gibbons, feels that dance in America is largely about creating our culture because we are so young. We are, in a sense, through the arts, creating our image, our culture, our interests. And how we support that and how we create that really affects the whole nation and the world. Dance plays an important role in society in developing and forming cultural values. Having dance available at a university makes it available to a range of people. According to OSU senior dance major Lauren Smith, dance at a university is good art exposure because students who have never had dance can come and take a dance class, like the dance and popular culture class, or even just see a dance show. And now you'll see more footage about cultural values of dance.
The advantages are that it puts the art form into a broader context. More people will know, learn about, appreciate, understand, become potential audience members, be able to participate in dance in some way, potentially at university. I think it's just a big plus to have it in a university setting. There is no reason why it shouldn't be here. It is as rigorous academically as any other discipline area to study. It is as fundamentally connected to our social values and cultural values. We battle in Australia with sport being ahead of the game of us here, funding-wise and culturally. But that's just, I guess, Australia's fight artistically to lift ourselves continually, to get better funding, to be recognised as having greater value culturally, both in learning contexts, in appreciating contexts and creative contexts in the country.
Appreciation of dance outside of its Western dance context, so that they develop that cultural awareness and the cultural sensitivity that I think is crucial.
The BFA in dance, I think, is significant because it's adding to the knowledge of an art form that actually is very, doesn't have a strong presence in our culture or in our world, really. So I think that's one significant part of studying it, and studying it with the kind of integrity of that we have here, which is really getting a strong disciplinary knowledge.
Every country has its own dance community, and that you can be a dancer in a different country, not be able to talk with them, but be able to work with them, simply because people in both have, even if you've had similar training or dissimilar training, there's still that physical language that's there that's still communicable in between.
Well, obviously it's something that I love, but it's something that I'm very interested in terms of how it fits in to society, the Australian culture, how it develops social norms and that sort of thing, and how it re-establishes community